Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm Jody. This is Inspire Woodcraft. Today we're going to talk about getting rid of the top layer of concrete from your shop or garage floor. Now I know this is a little bit different than what I would normally do, but I spent a lot of time on YouTube and the internet in general looking for answers to questions I had, and I didn't really find anything that I felt was educational enough to actually point me in the right direction. So I just wanted to share what I learned. So what I have today, I have a 4.5 inch angle grinder with a grinding disc on it, and then I have dust system hooked up to it to catch at least most of the dust that's coming out of the machine. And what I'm doing is I'm getting rid of some carpet debris and glue. Someone at some point had carpet glued down to this floor, and I want to get back down to the bare concrete. So we're just going to grind that top layer off, and since this is the stuff that I realized would work for me, I'm passing that on to you, so hopefully that helps you guys out too down the road. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys what I'm working with. I'm going to throw on my safety gear and I'm going to show you what it looks like when you actually grind it down. Alright, so this is what I'm working with today. I have a Makita 4.5 inch angle grinder. I've had this guy for a long time. It's an absolute workhorse. And on it I have this diamond grinding disc. Now this one is actually also made by Makita, and one thing to note, although this thing works really well, I don't know for sure if it fits all the grinders. It has a 5/8 by 11 arbor, which means it will screw on to a lot of the other 4.5 inch, but you see these nubs right here, these are made for the Makita wrench. I'm assuming other grinders you can just screw this on and hand tighten it, it should be fine, but I opted for this one because it's a 4.5 inch blade. A lot of the other ones are 4 inch, and I just figured getting that extra 1/2 inch in there would help my job go just that much quicker. Now what I have attached to it is this dust shroud. You take the old guard off, and then this just screws in with that little pipe clamp right there, and it goes onto the collar of the machine itself. It takes 1.25 inch hose, which I just got the car kit. You see it comes all the way up. I have it just hooked to the shop vac, and I just have the regular filter in there. Once in a while I go in there and tap the debris out of the filter and start it back up, and we're good to go again. Now what's really cool about this dust shroud is you can see the blade there, and if I tilt this you can see the blade just barely starts to disappear. What we're gonna do is that's gonna work good for getting right up to the corner. As you can see, I've already done here. There's a plastic piece here, and that plastic piece just attaches back in there when you're not going up against corners. I got all this stuff at Home Depot, but I'll try and see if I can find some links to it so you guys can check it out if you want to. But like I say, all this stuff I just went to Home Depot and bought, so most likely your store will have that too. Alright, so I'm gonna throw some gear on and then I'll show you guys what this looks like in real time. That's pretty much standard stuff. Respirator, safety glasses, earplugs. And you should be good to go after this. Remember, you don't want to be breathing this stuff in. Silica dust is super fine. It gets into everything. And in your lungs, that's probably a bad thing. So let's take a look at grinding this floor down. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so this is pretty simple stuff. Couple things to keep in mind. You're gonna wanna make sure that when you get this thing on the floor, you want this as flat to the floor as possible. You don't wanna come in at an angle, you don't wanna, unless you're actually trying to grind a particular spot down. Now in this garage, my wall sits here and the floor sits here, but in the corners, it kind of creeps up a little bit. And so I do need to use the tip of the grinding wheel to shave that down a little bit so I can actually get a smooth surface. But typically, you wanna make sure that this thing is flat against the ground, or else you're gonna start damaging these teeth that are on here, and you're gonna grind down the corners of them, and it's not gonna be very efficient. The other thing is that when you put it at an angle, this thing eats through everything. It'll start digging a hole into your floor, which I'm assuming you wouldn't want either. Other than that, that's about it. That little adjustment clamp that's in there, you use that to tighten it onto the collar, but at the same time, when you take this front clip off, you might have to loosen that up and move the shroud back and down a little bit to make sure that it gets up. You might be able to kind of see it's not exactly in the middle, it's up towards the top here a little bit, and that's why I adjusted it a little bit closer to that. Other than that, this thing works really great for what I'm using it for, which is removing that top layer of concrete and getting all the glue and the paint and everything else that's on the floor off, and also to trim down some of the high spots. Now, you can rent bigger machines from the store. I know Home Depot carries them, and it's basically like a floor maintenance machine or a buffer, and then they have discs similar to this that go underneath it, and then you can do the whole floor at once. My garage floor has so many ups and downs and peaks and valleys that a 17-inch disc would probably skip over the valleys and it wouldn't even touch those. Here's the other thing. You're probably gonna need something like this anyways to get into the corners, up against the walls and into the very corners where two walls meet, because a big 17-inch disc isn't going to be able to get very tight into those, and it's not going to be able to get up against the corner where the floor meets the wall. So just something to keep in mind. I've done this whole 2-car garage by hand with the 4.5-inch. This is my 3rd day doing it. This will be the last day of doing it. And that's also with picking a section, moving some shop furniture and stuff out of the way, grinding that down, moving some other furniture over. If you were able to take all your stuff and move it out into the driveway and then do it, you could probably do it in 1 or 2 days. Anyways, I think that probably wraps it up. I think that's everything. Like I say, I'll try and find some links for this stuff, but most of this stuff, you could probably find it at your Home Depot as well. I sound like a rep for Home Depot. I swear I'm not. It's just the closest store to me, so that's where I get most of my stuff. Anyways, hopefully somebody out there will get some use out of this. Give it a try if need be. Let me know how it goes for you. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next video.